As Metro's Mercury Grade approaches, I shall create the illest podcaster known to mankind.
But Master, what are you going to do?
Howard Stern, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle.
Why Dave Chappelle?
Cause he's a funny motherfucker. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Because he has money, you fucking dickhead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I'm very sorry.
The heart of India. The strength of a black man. And the pride of a Spaniard. I present to you
MyT.
It's alive.
He's walking, Master. He's walking.
MyT
Sports.
What was that, Tom? Afternoon, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only, the big homie Donald Thomar Taylor. Yo, it is another En Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. Yo, this is January 18th. It is Martin Luther King. It is Martin Luther King. It is Martin Luther King Day. Oh yeah, folks. It is a glorious Monday. It is a glorious time to have a Monday, man. And man, do we have a big podcast for you guys today. I don't know if you caught all of the things that happened over the weekend. Listen, we got the Knicks putting on a good show and locking down the Boston Celtics. All right, we have a couple of head cases going on in the NFL. We got a head case talking up that is out of the NFL. We're going to see if the NFL is really about their protocol. Listen, somebody may have taken their final, or played their final game, may have played their final game in the NFL. And we have that and a whole lot more to go into today. But you know what I say? Regardless of the time.
Take that.
And regardless of the weather.
You play to win the game. Hello?
It's always a good time to talk some sports. So we gonna get talking right after we pay proper homage. Proper homage to Martin Luther King. As I told you guys, today is Martin Luther King Day, and I will not be right if we did not give that man his time to represent, because listen, he had a dream, he had values that we still try to hold today. He's fought for something that we're still trying to fight for today. We're still on the front lines. I'm still on the front lines. There's a lot of front lines that we're still on. So, without any further ado, on this Martin Luther King Monday, the first time we've had the podcast on Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream. I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification. One day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted. And every hill and mountain shall be made low, the rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain of despair a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day when all of God's children be able to sing with new meaning, my country tears of thee. Sweet land of liberty of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, let freedom ring. From the heightening Alleghanies of Pennsylvania, let freedom ring. From the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado, let freedom ring. From the curvaceous slopes of California, But not only that, let freedom reign in every state and every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
And there you have it. Martin Luther King's speech. One more time.
Yay, yay!
And folks, yeah, we are back here on the MyT Sports Podcast. As you can see, we went very quickly from an empty room to a full room in one uplifting, heroic speech. Folks, on this lovely Martin Luther King Day, first time ever we are having a podcast on Martin Luther King Day. Why didn't you leave during the speech?
Shut up and address the people. Don't be a light skin.
Come on.
All right?
Like,
Shut up and
see,
address the
listen.
people.
That's
these-
why.
these-
That's why. I
that's
stopped
the person that, as soon as you hop in the car, he got to use the bathroom. Like,
Shut up and address the people.
like had the time before we left the house to go pee, but has to go
now
pee.
I gotta pull over for you to pee.
But people,
My bad that I was doing research for the show. My bad. I think that was more important than me walking downstairs at the time, sir.
You could have been gone while there was nothing here.
You could have done both.
For real. It's bad enough you niggas is always late. Shit. Got me doing gotta prepare for 2 shows. I gotta prepare for a show for you guys to be here and a show for you guys not to be here. Like, that shit is
make up your
annoying
mind.
as for real.
T.
What up?
Real quick.
What's that?
The game.
What about it?
It's frozen.
Okay.
Frozen in time.
Well, we are here at the MyT Sports Podcast. So, as you know, first things first, we want to wish everybody a happy Martin Luther King Day. I would also like to wish a special happy birthday to my big brother, Omar Wright. I think, I don't even know how old this motherfucker is turning, to be honest with you. What is it? 6 years older than me? 7 years older than me? I think he's getting 7 years older than me. So he may be turning 46? Maybe? I think that's what he turned. Or he just turned 40. His birthday was yesterday. So I want to make sure that we give him some love and we also because they are playing, we would like to say also happy birthday to the New York Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau, that is, or Tibbs for short. I just want to let you guys to remember before we even start the places that you can catch the podcast. The easiest way to catch the podcast is just to go directly on the website mytsports.net. That's M as in Mike, Y as in Yankee, T as in Tango, sports.net. If you don't want to go to the website, or if you would even like to call up to the podcast and actually join the conversation, you could actually go and do so directly on Podbean. That is the #1 way that we answer all comments. Right, because that's where I'm at the most, and that's also where you can call up to the show if you have any kind of question, if you want to join the debate, join the conversation, or anything else like that, or if you want to tell KJ, hey, listen, B, like we knew there was some behind. There was all that behind the camera. Like, that's what behind the camera time is for. There was nobody on screen. We were all, you know what I mean? Martin Luther King, that was a 6-minute speech.
I know. I spoke to wifey. And we had a nice discussion.
But so that's if you want to call up to the podcast. But really the easiest way, if you're in 2022 or 2021, whatever year that we're in, but if you're in modern technology, the simplest way, just tell your smart speaker to play the latest episode of the MyT Sports Podcast, or you can even tell it to play the latest episode of the MyT Sports Podcast on YouTube, and that's if you actually want to see our mugs. I actually have to teach you guys how to open the door a little bit later. Because you guys can like lift and pull so that it doesn't make that screeching noise every single time.
Or you can fix the motherfucker.
Nah, it's beyond that. It's actually a little something else. It's not just the hinges. It's a 2-door system. There's something going on both sides. Mm-hmm. But you could also just like lift and pull. So we're gonna have a beautiful day. Now, something actually funny happened. Right? I had to actually write this down. Something actually funny happened.
Party went to Brooklyn?
Huh? No, we not even. We about to get into that Knicks talk in a minute. You know we're gonna leave the show with that. But funny thing happened to me the other day. I'm getting ready to listen to the podcast, and I've been doing it on both ways, where it's the audio or it's the video, and I'm over here. Okay, I'm chilling. It's Sunday. I think it was Sunday or Saturday. Doesn't matter. It's the weekend, and I'm wondering to myself, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and watch the podcast. You know what I mean? Like I watched the episode before. Let me see if this latest episode popped up in it like I wanted it to. So I tell the smart speaker, play the latest episode of the MyT Sports Podcast. That motherfucker played Jizz in My Pants.
Say what?
I was like, okay, hold on. Maybe I had a lot of shit going on in the background. Like I had one TV on, I had another TV on, I had music going on. I was like, okay, you know what? Let me mute everything. Hey yo, play the latest episode of the MyT Sports Podcast. Jizz in My Pants. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Now I get what's been happening when people are listening to the podcast. Like they get a little overexcited, they may be jizzing in their pants, but that's not what I was ready to hear. Do you know who sings "Jizz in My Pants"?
Nah,
I don't think I want to know who sings "Jizz."
Yeah, right. You actually kind of do. It's very interesting because I'm gonna name 2 songs, and I'm gonna assume that you guys have heard one of 2 songs. Have you ever heard "My Dick in a Box" or "Is Not Gay in a 3-Way"?
Nope.
What? Nope. Neither one of these songs.
No.
No, those seems like those.
Never, ever, never in my life.
It's not gay if it's in a 3-way.
Oh no, hell no.
No.
It's okay if it's
let
in a 3-way.
me state, I have nothing against the gay community. Nothing against the gay community.
But
we love the gay community here. All love, we spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. The only gay I don't like is the gays.
So, like you never heard my dick like
my dick.
Like
yeah, I've heard my dick.
It's my dick in a box. Christmas, and dick in a box. Birthday, and dick in a box. Valentine's. My dick in a box. Okay, so
that you making shit up.
I'm not making shit
up.
So
you making shit up.
So all 3 of these songs, "Jizz in My Pants," "Dick in a Box," and "Not Gay in a 3-Way," it's all made by one individual. So have you guys? Okay.
Hell no.
Have you guys never heard? And I don't know if I'm gonna reference the right show for this, right? But when I say this show, you'll understand it's one of these shows that happen around these times. One of these Saturday Night Live shows that has when Justin Timberlake is always on with like Fallon or something, and they do these spoof parody songs. Have you seen that at least, or you are at least aware of that? That Justin Timberlake does these like parody songs with like Jimmy Fallon or some shit.
I'm aware of it, but I don't watch it.
Well, these songs have actually made it into an album. One of them is called the Whack Album, right? And the other one is called some other shit. So, "Jizz in My Pants" is actually from that. I forgot to write down the name of that group, but I think it's called like the Lonely Wolf or something like that. But like, yeah. So that song is actually from their parody spoof album, which not for nothing.
And out of all songs in this world,
"Jizz in My Pants."
So if you can
MyT
Sports.
Sports.
MyT Sports.
Now, granted, I didn't turn the station off. Cause it's hilarious. Cause also I've heard these songs before. So like I've seen the spoof videos. Like that song "Is Not Gay in a 3-Way." That has Lady Gaga in it. like they have a song called.
Over it too, people.
They have a song called "Motherfucker," right? Where him and his boy are neighbors, and they catch each other going to each other's mom's house because they're motherfuckers.
That's funny.
That one is pretty good. That's pretty good. Because I was over this shit before you said that. I was over this shit. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
So I had to definitely now add them into the Pandora mix because it just really helps break up monotony. But also when you get to that mix, they throw in some. They put that in the category of like Weird Al Yankovic kind of shit. Like that's the kind of shit.
The only song that I know of that was anything like what you're talking about is Akinelli. Put it in your mouth, in your motherfucking mouth.
That's not even a parody.
I'm just saying that.
Oh, you just dig in a box, put it in your mouth. I give it motherfucker. I give it.
I'm saying like.
I'm digging what you putting down.
within those realms. That's the only dirty song. Between that one and NWA, fucking, I wanna fuck you. What you know about that, young?
I'm just watching
NWA. You know NWA?
But me so high.
Oh no, I don't know anything about NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, listen. We talk about, listen, I use the hashtag NWA all the time, but it's not because of niggas with attitude, because it represents niggas with assets. Listen, that's the reason why I do NWA these days. I've completely cultivated that whole new meaning. Anytime you see me hashtag NWA, it's niggas with assets. SDNA, stocks, dividends, and assets. Don't get it twisted. It ain't sex, drugs, and alcohol anymore. Listen, we've grown here. I've been switching that shit up for a minute. So let's let you guys know, when you see me doing NWA, yes, I'm trying to catch those NWA people, but unexpectedly, I'm really talking about niggas with assets. We gotta step our weight up. For real, for real. We can't just keep popping champagnes and buying fancy cars. Eventually, we're gonna have to invest in these champagnes and make our own or invest in these cars and make our own damn champagne. Because Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, and fucking Moet are all the same company, and they've been targeting us in every aspect of our lives for the last 40 years.
They love us.
Yeah, very
They
well.
love us.
Listen, in the hood,
Hennessy
they've
loves
been
us.
pushing Hennessy.
Yeah.
But no, listen.
They got Nas on the commercial.
See, I'm glad you said that. Think about this,
Hennessy
right?
loves
I know you
us.
guys are running damn. When you gonna start talking sports? Don't worry, we'll get there, right? This is all a game.
Part of the game.
Yo, when I realized they were all part of the same company, it made me realize that they have been literally targeting us, black and brown people, the hood, through all aspects of your life and celebration. It's like, okay, you want to. This is why I realized, you know what? Promotion. Not only that, rappers. I guarantee you, it made me think now. Rappers had to have had a contract with them. Rappers had to have had as much as they talked about Moet and Hennessy and Louis Vuitton. Think about this. Those three things specifically, these rappers have to have a contract.
The smart ones.
Because it's too ironic that
personally,
these three.
I'm not giving you no free press on
But
my
think how-
phone to have you over there buying that shit.
Think from the
unless I'm profiting off it.
Think from the 80s till now, right? Of how many rappers, the same rapper you've heard talk about those three items specifically. They have that's not coincidence. That's a contract.
Yeah.
And they've been targeting the fuck out of us, making mad. This, like, you understand? When I realized that shit, I'm like, yo, these niggas had the whole entire hood drinking Hennessy, and then when you thought you made it big time and celebrated, they had you popping bottles of Moet on New Year's and every single celebration in the motherfucking club. And then when you wanted to look fancy, Louis Vuitton,
Gucci, all that shit.
Main.
This made me realize why every single rapper eventually were like, yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna start my own cognac. And then they realized cognac is kind of a niche drink that's kind of tailored to the hood. In a sense.
Cognac was this.
Like I ain't gonna say cognac, but in other places cognac has its other prestige, but they're thinking their world. But they're still thinking their world. But they're trying to take money from Hennessy. So that's the reason why I think of all the rappers that come up there that through the 90s have come up with their own cognac. Because they had that Henny contract. And they saw what Henny was doing, and they were like, you know what? Let me get into this cognac market. And then they end up realizing, like, damn, everybody around me is drinking Henny, but everybody in the world is drinking vodka. So they think about how many of them have switched over from doing cognac to then switching over to vodka. Or also,
tequila.
How many of them have also done
tequila too.
And tequila, and also champagne.
Yeah,
Champagne.
Isaiah Thomas got
Rosé was the first when he started doing Bel Air. Niggas took that and ran with it after that. Cause the money Ross has off Bel Air alone, shit.
I got my man's bringing me white Henny.
You know what I mean? I mean, that's the reason Jay-Z dropped the Douce.
Maybe next week we gonna be. Maybe.
Actually, no, yeah, I take that back. Jay-Z probably first with the Douce. Take that back.
I got you.
Hopefully next Wednesday we'll be tapping on some white Henny.
Don't play with my emotions like that, okay?
Listen. You mentioned
unless it's here, don't even mention it because that shit there.
Because you mentioned two things.
Don't say that, and then I come Wednesday, I'm hyped, and it's not here. I'm like, Mark, you got my hopes up for white Hennessy, and it ain't here. Lord,
because you definitely mentioned two things that I do love: white and Henny. Live in South Florida, you gotta catch up with the times. Listen, never have I ever until I moved to South Florida, okay? That That shit was taboo. White women is what I'm talking about. White women. Okay. Y'all just heard me play I Had a Dream. Listen, man. Like, we had to get through that jungle fever stage. You know, I'm still growing up. Like, no, you get it, right? I don't know if I told you guys, like, I have a nephew that he dates outside of his race, right? But let's call it, he dates exotic women, which is basically him dating outside of his race. Mm-hmm. But another thing that he likes to say, I get it from my uncle.
When in doubt. I get it from my uncle.
But I am the first one. Hey, what's going on, Poe? Listen, as we're talking about dating
white women
and dating and outside of races, listen, we're all for intermingling here, okay? Listen. Poe showed me some stuff last night, had me a little excited. We're gonna keep that between me and you, Poe. We're gonna let their mind wander. And I wonder if you know.
I was like, hey.
I wouldn't show you shit.
Hey.
Listen, if it was that, I couldn't even talk about it on the podcast. I wouldn't even mention it on the podcast.
It wasn't that serious.
Yeah, we just have to let we just have to let the people's mind wander. You know, let the minds like to wander. Let me bring this back a little bit, make sure I don't catch a drink. All right. Okay. You good? You stable over there?
Yeah, good.
Okay. So let's really get, because I think I've wasted enough time between what's been happening on me for these last couple of days, you know, my idiocy, and also spent enough time to make sure we give MLK, you know, his big shout outs. You know, cause that is the big homie that helped put us on this way, and also he's the big homie too. That when you see atrocities happen, at least it happens to me, and also being a soldier. When I see those atrocities happen in the world, like that shit comes to my mind. I'm like, yo, technically, I'm not even from America like that. you know what I mean? And I'm over here like, but I understand what has to happen, and I also know that I've been in the army. I have a certain representation. I have a certain when I do shit, I have a certain representation. You know, having that background, and then I think about like, I can't shy away from shit. Here goes the front line. I gotta go. Fuck. It's like my feet automatically go there. I'm like, God damn, you gonna do this again? Like, yeah, nigga. Like, all right, let's go do this. Listen. If you ever think about that internal battle that you have with yourself, yes, the person that moves to the front of the line is having that same internal battle with themselves as their feet moves to the front of their line. It's just that they can't. That same fear that holds some people back, it actually makes some people move forward. And trust me, it's just as annoying as being held back. Like, sometimes you be like, damn, I wish I didn't go forward, but sometimes you can't help it. But that's also the part of me that I love, because shit, you lead from the front. That's all I know. Now, also leading from the front, even though they happen to be behind, right? Like, are the New York Knicks. Like, they're no longer the best team in New York. Like, it was fun. Actually, wait. Are they still the best team in it? I don't think they are anymore. It was fun to say for a while. It was fun to play around with it while we still had the opportunity. But the New York Knicks, if I'm not mistaken, should no longer be the best team in New York, as they now have a record, I believe it's going to be 6-8. And yep, they are no longer the best team in New York, because Brooklyn now has a record of 8-6. So they basically have they have inverse records. The New York Knicks end up going on a 3-game losing streak, but they broke that 3-game losing streak against Boston out of all teams. So remember we talked about the New York Knicks was gonna have one of those roller coaster years. It is really turning out to be that the New York Knicks are really gonna have one of those roller coaster years.
Hopefully more ups and downs though.
Well, it was after, but I had planned.
3 games right there, boom.
Yeah, as they're showing the information on the television. As Manuel Quick, I think he's been at what he showed. He's been averaging like 16, 17 points over the last 3 games. Maybe even 19. Huh?
It said 19.7.
Okay, there we go. I was like 16, 17. That may be slow because it may be like more closer to 19. Because I didn't get to see it real quick. But yeah, Manuel Quick he's been doing this thing, and it's gonna happen. One day a young team is
starting yet.
Still not starting yet. Tom Thibodeau's definitely gonna work him. Is gonna make him. He's gonna make him be consistent enough to earn every bit of the starting minutes that he finally does get. For right and
if he starts, so we start over.
Alfred Payton. But not for nothing. Alfred Payton. If Alfred Payton was still playing like the Alfred Payton from last year, Emmanuel Quickly would be starting. Alfred Payton is looking like he learned something from Emmanuel Quickly. Like as crazy as that sounds, like Alfred Payton looks like he learned something from Emmanuel Quickly. Like, yo,
Yeah, he learned that if I don't do well, my job is gone.
Yeah, that's
But-
what he
but also I
learned.
think, like,
I was
he-
gonna say the same thing.
A little bit-
He learned that. Hey, when you feel that pressure on, you feel that heat on your back. That's when you start performing.
and that pressure was definitely on Emmanuel Quickly, knowing that Austin Rivers was getting healthy. Quickly,
Hey, you got Austin too.
but there was a lot of pressure coming up on Alfred Payton. You saw Austin Rivers coming getting healthy. Emmanuel Quickly was balling, and I think that he started seeing something like, well, if he can do this, I may be able to do this too, or I should be able to do this too. And he put more effort in it, and then he did it a couple times, and then he realized, oh, I can do this. The first time in 8 years, he finally had confidence in his penetration and game. Like, go fucking figure. Excuse me. But can we not also say it kind of took Austin Rivers this long to be confident in himself as well, hasn't it? How long has Austin Rivers been in the league? About 8 years as well, right?
Yeah.
2010, 2011, one of them years he was drafted.
So at least a good 7-8 years already. So
Actually, no, 2012, I think 2012.
So when we look at when I'm trying to be fair, I guess, you know what I mean, in judging both of them, that okay, it's taking Alfred Payton this long. It's kind of taking Austin Rivers this long too, but it's just that I haven't given Austin Rivers as much slack because I kind of like Austin Rivers. But I used to get on Austin Rivers' case when Austin Rivers was literally being saved by his dad. He was in Washington putting up bullshit, and when he came in the game and for the Clippers, he literally fell on his face and fucked up a good play. In a key moment that was. Like I used to get back on him, but he's coming into his own now. And the New York Knicks. Oh,
Anthony.
Cole Anthony. Ooh, go ahead, NBA, with this MLK matchup. Yes, I like it. Oh, you know I'm gonna watch this game another 4 more times. You guys know I'm obsessed. I am obsessed in incest. Yo, Lewis finally saw the carpet, so now I can finally share that shit. I've been hiding that shit from the world, cause I didn't want Lewis to see it on social media. It's like put it this way, I treated my relationship with my homeboy, right, better than the Houston Texans are treating their relationship with Deshaun Watson. I was like, yo, I don't want him to see this carpet on social media. I would rather him see this in person. But yet the Houston Texans couldn't even Deshaun. Don't ask me how I put them two together, but it fits like a motherfucker. Because the
GM is like, no, we're gonna talk to Deshaun about.
Let me ask you this,
coach,
right? Because now I'm just thinking weirdly, right? Unless
who's this?
You know what?
Oh,
I was gonna say if you're a black or brown person, but I'm gonna say Hispanics may give this town a little bit more leeway because of where it's located, right? But if you're a black or brown person, would you want to go play in Houston? Period. All of a sudden, not Texas, but Houston. Think about what's been happening in Houston lately. Houston.
We got James Harden.
Not no more.
We got. No, I'm saying in terms of the nonsense.
And not for mention
you
they
got
had
James
to,
Harden.
yeah.
You got Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson at the first superstar who's been annoyed. DeAndre's been annoyed over there. Andre Johnson, the OG, has been annoyed over there.
They actually.
The Houston hockey team is damn near shut down because of COVID.
The Houston Astros, to be exact.
Those cheated motherfuckers. Now I know Texas.
I see you.
Now I know Texas is a little bit bigger in the Spanish community, so I know that you guys may hold a little bit places in Texas, but also I've met my Hispanic brethren from Texas versus my Hispanic brethren from New York and my Hispanic brethren from South Florida. Those guys from Texas.
Cuban, Texas is Mexican. New York, Puerto Rican.
And
That's the Hispanic.
But also not for
Dominican
nothing.
between Miami and New York.
Not for nothing. They're a little bit more.
Dominicans are everywhere.
They're a little bit more Anglo-Saxon in Texas. The Hispanics there. They're a little bit more Anglo-Saxon in Texas. I don't know what it is about them. They're a little bit more Anglo-Saxon. Am I alone here? Or are you guys just distracted?
Yeah,
Watch my team. Watch my team.
talking about
Like,
the Mexicans being white. Go
Am I
ahead.
out of pocket to say that? Like the Hispanics that I tend to find from Texas,
Listen,
I'm
not trying to have-
not more of them. I find a lot of them tend to be a little bit more Anglo-Saxon
Don't know
in behavior, in mannerisms.
Sometimes certain subjects, you know, the less you say, the better for you. Because I don't need Mexicans looking for me.
I'm not just talking about. I said Hispanics in Texas. I'm not just going after Mexicans. I said all Hispanics in Texas.
I'm just sitting here watching my Knicks after a great game yesterday.
Which was a good game. Okay, so
Hey,
I'm
finally won by double digits.
I'm gonna ask you, because I don't know if Mark's
kicking your ass.
I don't know if Mark saw the game, but I'm assuming that you saw the game by now, KJ.
Of course, I watched that shit live.
What was the biggest thing that stood out to you in that game?
The defense. Because the offense wasn't spectacular. I mean, they made. Because, I mean, me.
105 points is spectacular in today's NBA.
Because me, to be real, I'm watching that game. I'm like, so when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's the fold going to happen? When is Boston going to make that run to get back into this game and break Knicks' hearts?
Up 24, that is. In the third. I told myself.
It got to 30. Even in the fourth, early part of the fourth, I didn't feel good until about 5 minutes left. I said, man, 9 minutes left. There's still plenty of time.
Shit.
All it take 24 points. 24 points. That's 8 3-pointers.
Okay,
3 minutes left. I still remember the light-skinned fucker from Indy. That's when I started feeling more secure. 5 minutes, I was like, no, that's too much time. They could get light-skinned like a motherfucker. Like, we don't want that. We don't need somebody crossing that kind of finish line on us. I'm glad you actually said that, because ties into a couple of things. When you said first the defense, and
When is the fold gonna happen?
And the fold's gonna happen. I'm gonna start with the fold gonna happen, because that's the funny part. Because that's when Lewis popped over yesterday, and I told him, like, yo, I'm gonna do some deliveries tomorrow. All right, as you guys know, like, actually, you know what? You guys don't need to know that. Government reasons. So I told him, you know what I mean? I told him I was.
Call is being recorded for quality assurance purposes.
You know what I mean? I told him I was gonna go to a couple of Pokestops and see if I get myself a Hoenn award, right? These are a Hoenn badge. I'm sorry, a Hoenn badge. It's a badge, not a award. It's a Pokemon game. Right, download it. It's fun. Add me as a friend. Go check out the webpage, mytsports.net. Go to the Money Moves page. You go add me as a friend. Seriously, I'm not joking about this. Like, I Pokemon. You know, wait, pause.
Pokemon.
Big pause.
Shit.
You Pokemon?
Because of the Jamaican
You Pokemon?
community.
A Pokemon there. What kind of batty fish thing that?
Big boy.
What kind of batty fish thing that? Yeah, brethren. That's something you need to say for the MyT Sports Podcast there.
Big boy. Big.
Flag on the plate.
Where did that come from? That's a sound I don't even recognize.
Exactly. See, that's a sign. That's a sign. That's a sign. That's red alert. Red alert. Red alert. Batty fish things being
Wait
said.
a minute. I'm a boy.
Cut. Producer, cut that out the script. Cut that out.
Whoa.
Don't let that shit get out.
Damn it, it's already out there. Shit. Alright, listen, man. Like, listen. What did they say in Fridays, man? Players fuck up. Players fuck up.
Players fuck up too.
Oh, man. But the New York Knicks didn't fuck up in this game.
The Celtics fucked up.
They
That's what the Celtics saying right now. That shit.
Got you. They really didn't, and I thought that they would, because like I said, Lewis is over here, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go put in some work a little bit later. But I was like, you know what? I told him I was gonna do it probably like in the third or fourth quarter. And I was like, you know what? I can't, because even up by 20, like, I can't trust that the Knicks are gonna hold this lead. I'm gonna be fully invested to the end of this game, and I'm just gonna have to do that work after hours. And I did my work after hours. I'm gonna have to get you set up. I wasn't expecting you. So it's all over there, all underneath the TV. You see him one mission to help through. Like look like he walked through the house like an old man. Like, yo, where the fuck my these fucking kids? They done move my shit again. The Nuggies are over there too. The Nuggies are over there too, though. Yeah, you gotta pass that to me too. They're right there. They're on top. They're on top. They're on top too. They're right there. There you go. Yeah, we about to have a herbal society for real. As you see, she just joined the room.
Amen. Like, yo, my bones hurt.
Listen,
My bones hurt.
listen, we all.
You know what I'm saying, youngin? My bones hurt. My bones hurt. I need some medicine.
I don't know if you guys.
I need some medicine.
I don't know if you guys saw,
The
but
best medicine.
I finally hit up Snoop on Twitter. I was like, just hear me out. Nate Dogg School of Medicine. Like, I'm gonna do it again and again and again until he gets what I'm trying to say. But
Smoke weed every day.
I don't care if it's for, if it's a medicinal school or if it's a real school. That's your boy. I would love to hear that there's a Nate Dogg School of Medicine. Psh.
Smoke weed. Smoke weed every day.
Like, yo,
Love it.
That is a thing that needs to happen. So I'm gonna hit him up again. Hey,
I don't do that. I don't do that shit all the time. But when I do, it's a good feeling.
Oh man.
Especially before sexual intercourse. Talk about sexual healing. Shout out Marvin Gaye was definitely talking about that shit.
When I get that feeling, sexual healing, sexual healing, make you feel alright.
You know what song that hurt my heart to this day when I found out
Brown,
that
I don't know.
Brown Sugar.
Yeah, I did that right. Walked in and out, didn't hear anything.
Thank
you.
Got you. I got it now.
You got it now?
Yeah. Brown Sugar. When I found out he was talking about weed, I was hurt. I'm over here thinking.
Damn,
I was singing this
shorty?
shit to hoes. I was singing this shit to girls and shit and whatnot. And then I really listened to it, and I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. I'm a boy.
Brown sugar, babe.
How
does it feel?
Yo, what the hell? What the? Wait a minute. Yo. What?
Danger zone. No.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Danger zone.
Danger zone.
That's the one right there. Oh,
if y'all watching the television product, y'all just missed a good one.
Even Mary Jane hurt me. Mary Jane, that's just because I didn't know that niggas referred to weed as Mary Jane.
Oh, listen.
But I was singing Mary Jane, so I'm like, oh man, this nigga talking about weed too? Shit.
Listen, those are the best songs. Like,
yeah, good songs. You thinking men out here singing to women, they singing to this damn weed. Like, yo,
you know, we need to put a little playlist together. Cause with Rick James, we got that one about Mary Jane. I want Common's and Kanye's shit about Chicago. Like, like
exactly, that's another one. I'm thinking this nigga talking about a girl. He's talking about the city of Chicago the whole time.
For real. Like, yo, those are the best. Those are always the best ones. Like yo, even when this nigga Cannabis made that song about Free from 106 and Pork. You know what I mean? Cause you know Free from 106 and Pork was on one of his early albums. Free be the one rock and shit. Special operative, specialize in the weapon diagnostic. My survival task to be ramble like yo killing niggas.
I had no idea why her music
my
career
bow
didn't
and arrow
blow up.
elastic.
I don't know why her career didn't blow up. But from that to now, you mention her name, first thing that come to mind is 106. I'm like, yeah, that shouldn't be the case with her. She had bars.
But it's because she never pursued a rap career.
That's true.
So her biggest accomplishment, I think, would be 106.
Because I haven't heard jack shit since.
Like I've seen that other nigga since then.
AJ?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him either.
Yeah, I've seen him in a couple.
I see him
movies.
all over the place. A couple like movies, like
maybe I don't know how to do it.
like he pops up randomly all over. I never see Free.
You might see AJ too with the nigga Sway too.
Oh.
Cause sometimes he be up in there.
Yeah, but
Sway in the morning.
Free nice. She looks good too.
Yo,
Talk about brown
Big
sugar.
up, big up.
No, man, I could have had a job with 106 in Park. Damn it. Well, could have, should have, but it didn't, so forget it.
Stories that need to be told on the
I
MyT
get it.
Sports
It's like
Podcast.
it's like me trying to get a Hohen award from Johnny. A Hohen award. You could have got a job
I
at
got one in
106.
my house. You want?
I get it. You used to work the corner. Got you. Back when you had the dreads.
Yeah, when I had the dreads.
See?
You got it.
Back when he was.
When I was working for David Letterman.
Back when he was a stuntman for Millie and Vanilli.
See, you get mad, right? You see, you tight. You hit a nerve. You hit a nerve.
How much shit I had to take because of those two little fuckers.
I got Oh my god, yeah, they fucked it up. Yo, they really fucked it up for light skinned niggas for a while. It's like, y'all niggas can't even be original. Yes, I gotta cut my shit off. Gotta go with John B now.
Bring in the stunt double.
Y'all, you know what?
Chris Brown came out, I was like, damn, I gotta learn how to dance.
I need some tattoos.
I had to deal with that mini little shit for a long time. Damn it.
None of my shit.
That's my favorite one of all of them. Oh, no.
So, that's me not having confidence in the Knicks. But then, to talk about the defense, at the half, do you guys
If we
remember?
talking about defense, can we talk about Tampa Bay's defense real quick?
We'll get there.
We'll
We got Knicks talking.
I'm not
Man,
even-
Knicks is gonna start the show and end the show. You know that.
I wasn't even impressed by Tampa Bay. So,
They did what I thought they would do.
can you? What's impressive is the defense that the Knicks played. Can you guys guess how many points that the Knicks held the Boston Celtics to at the half?
75.
At
It
the
would-
half.
At the half? The Boston
35.
Celtics scored 75 points for the game.
Yeah, that's why I'm
35.
sorry, I was jumping the gun.
Okay.
I didn't hear
I'm gonna say
that.
holding a team to 75 points at halftime.
So there you go.
That's not good.
Just let you know. I mean, in today's NBA,
Yeah, you see niggas out here getting 60, 70 at halftime.
So, if they had 75 for the game, how much you think they had at the half? Take a guess.
They had 35.
35 points. That's when I was impressed. Because you don't see
Because Boston can put it up.
and you don't see teams being held to 35 points and a half since the Detroit Pistons that had the two Wallace boys. Like that's the last time you seen a 35 point half.
Nigga, they had games where
Like-
scores were ending. Final scores were in 60s.
I'm gonna give you an example of who scores.
You got people scoring 60 in the first half today.
You know who scores a 35 point half usually? The New York Knicks. So when I saw they had the Boston,
Bro, you look so depressed when you say the New York Knicks.
because man, like that was the Knicks. That was the Knicks for years. But they held the Boston Celtics
In Boston.
In Boston, a juggernaut of a team. The team came out there energetic. The
Knicks are playing the Magic. The Celtics played that same Magic team on Friday night. They put 124 in their heads.
Yeah, what's the score now?
It's halftime. I think it's like 47-38. Knicks up. I just saw it on my phone too.
Knicks playing Orlando right now. Oh,
Yeah, but that game that the Celtics played the Magic on Friday in Boston. The score was 124-97. Celtics.
okay.
So like just to give an example how the Celtics just put it up, and this is without Tatum. Tatum's still out with the COVID, but you see I just told you what they just did to the Magic the other night, and this is why for me right now I'm paying attention to this game because a game like this is bigger to me than the game yesterday, because you can't look that dominant defensively, and then you come here the next game at home and lay an egg.
So that you didn't get that energy up.
Yeah. So right now it looks good right now that they're up 9 and Orlando only has 38 at the half. We're continuing that defense.
Y'all see this? What I'm looking at over here on the screen? Y'all see this one lonely green in this sea of red?
It is.
That's the Atlanta Hawks.
That's point differential?
Yes. They're the only team with a losing record with a positive point differential.
I mean, they put it up, bro. They put it up. It's just the times that they do lose, they get stomped.
Shellacked.
They get shellacked.
Mollywopped. Skull drag.
The Knicks win, they go here.
For the time being.
Yeah.
But most of them other teams got games today too, so.
Charlotte is
Really
not
care your
one
game.
of them.
Exactly.
Take care of your game.
You ready
Yeah.
for Milwaukee tonight? I can't wait for that shit.
Well, yeah, there's a ton of games on tonight. We gonna
Bucks Nets.
we gonna get into all of the other games because, you know, we could be watching. Guys, as you know, we're watching the next game live as well. So.
Well, can we get the game back though?
It's on halftime right now. I know that.
Okay.
Oh, but we've been stuck on this commercial
Yeah,
for a while.
we're stuck on that. So
Oh.
probably
Should make me want to buy those kicks.
them
Actually,
ugly ass hospital fours.
we're surprised you don't have those kicks.
Those are the hospital fours right there, B.
Yeah.
That's the hospital fours.
That's those Joe Montana. It's good
The Art
for your
Support
back.
12s.
Them Copperfit ass shoes. Hospital fours.
Made with Copperfit technology.
Chad Mitchell should still be coaching.
For real, she just took the words out of my mouth. You
be
beat
coaching,
me like,
He
yo.
got
that's a-
sweet voice though. I'm like, yo, is he gay?
But also, you know what?
It's like when he first came up, I was like,
No,
yo,
you know he sound like he could be one of them late night R&B hosts on the radio.
yo.
Yeah.
Or smooth jazz or some shit.
This is Billy D. Williams. I'm about to have another Colt 45.
Yo, best commercials ever. Yo, best commercial.
Listen, I know
He would
why.
crack open a Colt 45 and 3 bitches be at the door.
Listen, I know.
The commercial was amazing. It was like, ding ding. He opens up and it's 3 fine.
I remember that
bitches,
shit.
And he's like, yo, 45.
I
I was like, yo, first beer I ever drank was what? Colt 45.
I can understand that
Believe
logic.
that.
I can understand that logic.
he
Yeah,
opened that
makes
shit
sense.
and stood by the door like,
yeah. Where the bitches at?
what at?
Like, I can understand even why people drink Coors. Like, I like the Coors commercials a little. Like Coors had a little bit more party in their commercials.
Yo,
Like,
they have them drinking in the morning.
yo, and then did you see the Coors commercials during COVID? They were like, yo, the beer of taking off your bra and not doing shit. I'm like, I want bitches that drink Coors. Burn your bras.
And just throw that shit across my house.
That's all I fucking drink. Go figure.
So also, as we're talking about throwing apparel all over the place, tomorrow we have the interview with Miracles Apparel coming at 7:07 p.m. That will be live. I will have Michaela Velez. I will CEOs Michaela Velez and Ragamuffin Paul. I gotta get his real name. I think it's Ronald Paul. I think she finally sent it to me. See, actually, that kind of fits. Hey,
Relax.
his name is Ronald. See, then the fact that I call him Ragamuffin, it kind of fits, right? Oh, is that what that was? I got a party invite. Is my Xbox on?
No.
Maybe it was on. Okay, cause I got an Xbox invite from Lewis at 1:00. So maybe that's what that's what that weird noise was. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that noise. So we have that coming at 7:07 p.m. Go ahead and you guys check that out. We will be live on Podbean, and we will also be live on YouTube as well. That won't be a very long podcast. It's probably only going to be about half an hour to an hour, because I don't want to eat up. And actually I won't have to worry about that. No, I'm gonna push it live on the website too. We'll catch it all.
We'll about that after the show.
So as we get rid of this next game, let's go ahead and actually move into football a little bit. And because Mark's been real anxious to talk about football today, but I get it. He wants to talk about the departing of a legend, and that is one Drew Brees, as the air has officially been let out of the Big Easy.
Talking about re-signing Winston.
This is your team now. This is your team now. I was like, damn.
He
Like, yo, can you imagine the old Saints fans that used to wear the bags? They see that shit. They're like, damn.
Dusting that shit off. They're dusting that We're gonna be needing this next year.
Yo, Deshaun, what's good? It's Sean Payton.
This is Peyton.
What you got going on, B? I heard you're not happy over in Houston. You know, you got Drew out here. You know, he probably played his last game. He hadn't officially said it, but getting old, that arm down a little bit. You know, we're not trying to fall complete ass like some of these other teams, like your team, like your team in Houston right now. We're not trying to be as bad as them.
You stay in the South?
So you stay in the South. New Orleans is beautiful. I'm sure you've been over here a few times. You know, we got Michael Thomas, we got Emmanuel Sanders, Kamara's still over here. You come over here, we right back on schedule. We can work out that trade. Take off that no trade clause and let's get it popping. Because that's what needs to happen right now.
It'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting if Watson actually.
Oh, he's not playing it.
He's
not. They're going to let him go. He's not playing.
He's not.
And the great thing about his contract, this is the first NBA-like contract. You will not dictate where I go. That no trade clause is everything.
So
that shit is everything. B.
Did you hear what he said as a response to the stipulation of how he'll consider staying in Houston?
No.
There is none.
If the owner sells his team.
Nice.
But somewhere come 2021, when the season starts, Deshaun will have a new jersey on. That owner is not selling that team.
You asked the question. That should answer your question about. I think your question was like, oh, is there any chance? That was the one stipulation he said. If the owner sells his team, I'll consider staying.
Exactly, consider. That's not even a definite yes.
Yeah,
I'll
consider.
consider.
That contract, man. Just sign that contract.
Pump your chest. Listen,
I hated the fact that he signed the contract, but at least the bag is secured.
Put it this
I
way.
didn't know he had the no trade clause.
You know
if
what?
he had the no trade clause in that, then I love it. You secured your bag, and now you make your noise. You're basically pulling what the niggas in the NBA doing.
As Houston,
What Harden doing, what AD did.
If you're the owner of Houston or the GM, right? The best deal you can get is Miami's.
the best deal you could have gotten would have been from the Jets.
Well, the Jets screwed that part of it. All they had, not necessarily screwed.
The Jets still has the best. The Jets give you the
second pick.
The second pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, but
So you can literally go ahead and target any quarterback you want, and you can take their quarterback. You can take their current quarterback. You can take the
pick.
You can take the
Dolphins could offer the same thing too, because they have the third pick.
Yeah, third pick.
But
and the Jets.
I'm sorry, but if you have the third pick, your quarterback could be gone by the second pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
The Jets would be damn fools to take Justin Fields.
Shit.
So
I'm not
That's what I'm
buying
saying,
that
your pick
Ohio
won't be
State
no
quarterback.
who the? Oh, could they have Houston's
Jets ain't
pick?
taking. Yeah, that's Sam. Damn, no.
Yo, wait a minute. Isn't a similar situation going on with the Houston Rockets where they can be traded back like their own picks? But I know it's like the Miami, like how crazy is that? Like the best scenario is you getting back your own pick. Like it's like somebody stole your bike and be like, "Yo, I'll give you a bike back if you pay me."
Either way, Saints.
Listen,
49ers,
I tried that. It didn't work.
Pick up that phone. Saints, 49ers.
You tried that before?
Yeah, that didn't work. I said, "Yo, man,
Make the call.
I bought this for
Make the
$20.
call.
Give me $20. I'll give you your bike back." And he was like,
listen.
"Nah, man." He took out the paperwork with the serial number on there and everything. I was like, "Alright, take it," because I stole it from you anyway.
We just fucked them up. Not for nothing. I've known somebody that tried it before. We was like, we're not even gonna have this conversation. Remember, kids? Run, Ricky! Shit. No, listen. Also, that's one time.
Girl, I wasn't getting my.
That was like the second time my bike was stolen. Like I've had to. Hey, listen, we're in the hood. Hey, shit. I remember one of the time my bikes got stolen. I remember too. I'll never forget it too, because it was somebody. I was looking at somebody with a visor. They had one of them see-through visors, like the visor I bought my niece. They had one of them joints, where like it was a color and it was see-through here or whatever. And I was looking. I'm like, that's a dope ass visor. So I'm going to the corner and turning around. I'm like, that's a dope ass visor. Like saying that shit in my head. Turn around. Look up. Go yoked my bike. I got yoked.
Oh, I got this though. I was riding.
24 hours, and I had a big brother in the hood.
Yeah.
24 hours later, my bike was back at the house.
I was riding up the hill by the project.
Something about a hood APB, like, yo, whomsoever I've made like a brother, bike, them better. On the air, yo, tell him, man, I look, tell him, go on, tell.
Hey, how about this one? I'm riding up by the projects,
Parked
the hill.
Parked in front of my crib.
I get up to the top of the hill. My man's like, yo, and I'm like, sup? He's like, yo, that's my brother's bike, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Your brother's bike? This is my bike. And then he calls his brother. He's like, yo, ain't this your bike? And the kid looked at the bike. He looked at me, and like he felt sorry for me and shit. He was like, nah, that's not it. He was like, yo, you sure? You sure? He's lining me up.
I know that situation.
He's lining me up. Situation. Like he's lining me up, right? Yo, you sure that's not yours? And I looked at homeboy. I was like I must have had like a petty face, and he was like, nah, nigga too good looking. Nah, go ahead. That's not my bike. He goes, you sure? He was like, yeah, I'm sure. It's not my bike. He was like, all right, and then just turned around and walked. So I was like, so now I'm riding home, and I'm like, what the fuck was that about? Then I was like, holy shit, I was about to get knocked out. I was
like they were setting you up for the okie doke.
I was like, what? I was like, yo. I was right, because I kept, you still thinking about it? You're like, and I'm like,
I'm about to knock you.
Holy shit, I would have been laid out right now.
He's over here like, man, these.
Yo, what?
Oh, they was gonna stay.
He over there just cruising for a while and like. He was about to catch me with the
They was about to do my ass.
It took 2 blocks for me to fucking figure that shit out.
I've been in that.
Man, I sat down and I was doing this shit going backwards.
I've seen that. Actually, I should say I've seen. Let me rephrase this one so you understand. I've seen that scenario played out.
Yeah,
I have big brothers. I'm the youngest, and my brother. Oh, I don't know. You wasn't in Brooklyn at that time. I don't know if you remember the gang BMW. Talking to Mark over here, right? He wouldn't remember that shit. He wasn't around that area. Well, were you in Brooklyn back then? Remember the gang BMW?
The what?
Brooklyn's Most Wanted.
Brooklyn's Most Wanted.
That may be in the whole period of your time. That was basically my big
brother. I smoked a lot of weed when I was like 10 years old.
Brooklyn Most Wanted was basically my big brother. It was a shame, man. Hold on, sorry. Rest in peace, Earl, to this day. Fuck. Man, Earl was like the big uncle of the big uncles.
Ooh. You got Anthony, son. Saw that?
No basket!
What? He pushed off?
They're gonna talk. He does a thing. Shit! Wait, what?
He called up.
No foul? Is what they said? Not no basket, but no foul?
No, they said the ref went the other way. Like, I'm like, no, what you talking?
Hey, he called offensive.
Cause I know RJ has a thing where he does a shoulder shrug and like he pauses and he bam and he throws you with your momentum with his shoulder. I've seen that a bunch of times. Let him mercy. So, Drew Brees' final game? No foul.
Yes, definitely. Definitely his final game.
No, you said
42. He's 42. That's good. He had a good run. He got a contract for NBC for next year. As an analyst, he's good. That's yo. They be getting paid for those analysts. You know, Romo was like, hey, Romo got paid.
My nigga is getting paid $17 million per year to be an analyst for CBS.
Come on, man. Like you ain't gonna let that money go. Like, hey, do I still get hit in the head or should I just talk? Yeah,
listen,
talk.
Listen, like the only way you crack your ribs on that job is if you fucking fall down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Because an old concussion because he was taking the stairs and an old concussion hit him at the wrong time.
So he done.
Okay. So who's the next quarterback of the Saints?
Brady got another year.
Yo, Deshaun Payton again. Yeah. What's going on, buddy? So what's going on? Yeah, Drew just officially retired. So like, we just trying to see if you could waive that no trade clause, and we can offer some picks, a couple players. We probably send Jameis ass over on the way.
No, he's
You know what I'm saying?
he's a free agent.
Oh, Jameis
he's
free agent. You don't have to worry about him. So anyway, but yeah, we'll try to find some other ways, make this work. So yeah, so that sounds good. All right, bet. That's what needs to happen.
Breaking news.
Deshaun
Watson going to
trade
to
to
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Now, for some reason, Mark keeps wanting to talk about
Old people.
Tom Brady.
Tom
for some
Brady.
reason.
Old people.
Or
What's it
Tampa
called?
Bay.
What's it called?
What do you want to? What do you want? Go ahead. Talk about Tom Brady and Tampa Bay.
I don't know, man. They look, they look good. But they're like a roller coaster team too. But it's playoff time, and Tom is playoff. Well, all right. I'm gonna answer this. I'm gonna answer this question for y'all.
Okay. Or ask it
Who's
first.
gonna get a championship first? Bill Belichick or Tom Brady?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Tampa defense take that shit to Green Bay, they will get blown out.
I still say Bill Belichick. I still say Bill Belichick can get, even though Tampa Bay has a ton of talent, I still think they'll continue to be stopped for the next 2 years.
If they take that defense,
Like if Tom Brady
Green
gets a
Bay-
quarter, if Tom Brady gets
If they
another
beat-
chip,
if they beat Rodgers,
he's not the starting quarterback.
if they beat Green Bay, and they go to Super Bowl, they home. Like that's amazing.
if the
And they have a
defense
chance to win.
if the defense I saw last night, if that's the defense they take up to Green Bay, if they play with that scheme, 35 on their head. 35 on their head. Promise to God.
But
The promise to God. Because the Saints didn't exploit matchups, bro. There is not a DB on that team that should be able to guard Michael Thomas one-on-one. For him to have 4 targets, that's ridiculous.
That's what
to
happens
me.
when you don't play all
That's
year.
but
That's
he
what
played
happens when
he
you-
played the last
Yeah,
game of the
but-
season. He played last week.
But he didn't play all year. He played like 2
matter.
games during the season.
But you just played the last game of the season and last week, caught a touchdown last
He's
week.
there.
So I'm like, so and now you had another week of practice. You should be in the rhythm now. 4 targets? Nah, bro. $20 million, 4 targets? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Why didn't Kamara touch the ball more? 18 carries? Nah, man. That's whack. That's whack to me. Kamara needs
That comes
to.
down to the coach, man.
Kamara needs 25
You're saying
total.
the coach- you're saying
25.
the coach lost.
But also-
25 total, and then
coach lost.
Jared Cook. Let's be real. The Saints lost, but Jared Cook, that fumble, are you serious?
He barely fumbled.
That fumble right there, and then the last interception that he should have caught, bro. Those are 2 plays right there that gave Tampa points. So it's like, come on. And then there was another interception where he tried to hit Kamara, and it was miscommunication on that play because he ran something else. Breeze thought he was running something else. I know one thing because I saw the replay after the
Kamara didn't
interception.
look back.
Yeah, he didn't look
He
back.
didn't even look back.
But I know one. I saw the replay on that. If there was proper communication, if that was the route that he was supposed to run, if Breeze hits him, he's banging his head on the goalpost because there was nobody there, nobody in the vicinity. So the Saints, once again, it went with the mantra that I was saying. Is it gonna be the same script or is it gonna be something different? And it turned out to be the same thing. It turned out to be the same thing again. Getting in it, there are plays that they could have made to prevent the downfall.
But
Kind
now
of why Drew
they can't blame the refs this time.
No,
no, you drink. This time it's
You
your
can't
this
blame
time
the refs.
this time it's your quarterback.
no.
Partly too. This
No.
is Drew Brees' fault. Some of those turnovers.
That game, I can't
Then you
account
gotta say good defense then.
I can't account
Then you
for a
gotta say
guy.
it's good defense.
I can't account for a guy who dropped the ball. I can't account for another one when he fumbled it.
Anybody can pick.
I can't account for my running back not being. Well, then again, it could be him, but I doubt that it's him. But I can't account for my running back not knowing the route that he's supposed to run. I can't account for that. Now the first interception, that's on him. You throwing the out route. You gotta get it to your receiver's outside shoulder. It cannot be a smidge inside. If it's inside, it's a pick
DB.
six. It's a pick six.
Yep.
Forget about it. You throw an outside. You throw an out route on an inside shoulder. It's a pick six.
You gotta get it out
You
here,
about-
not
you-
in here.
you-
Or the
you-
middle, which basically
You
yeah,
throw
whichever-
it to his inner
you
shoulder.
throw it to the sideline.
You throw it to his inner shoulder. He's about to Deion Sanders that bitch.
You throw it to the sideline. You don't throw it to the hash.
Boom. Precisely. So that one, that's solely on him.
Knicks are currently up 53-45. Third quarter, 7 minutes and 36 seconds left to go.
What's the worst game of the weekend?
Baltimore and Buffalo, just like I thought.
Well, that's
the worst game of the weekend.
that game. Cause damn, I wasn't even ready to see. I was still see. Damn it. Even though I was expecting KJ, I wasn't expecting you. Because I had a weird, because I was like, yeah, okay, we can go through certain things with Marcus here on Wednesday. But this is good. Let's get this out of the way because we'll be too engulfed in basketball. I want to get football out of the way.
Yeah, it's almost done. Shit, football is almost done. It's a draft night.
I had a question about New Orleans and your Tampa Bay or something, and
What do you mean
I completely
yours? What the
forgot.
fuck you mean your Tampa Bay? Like, what are you talking about?
You're Tampa Bay.
Now
You wanted to
Tampa
talk.
Bay too?
You wanted to talk about see.
No, because I know how you guys go those indirects. Don't be trying that shit. Don't be trying that shit. Yeah, you know doing that shit. Yeah, your team.
I know why you're
defensive.
defensive.
Tampa Bay. All of a sudden they mine. Like, no, fuck that.
I know why you're defensive.
Shit.
In this particular instance, I was just referring to them as your Tampa Bay because you wanted to talk about them today.
Yeah.
I get why you're defensive because yes, we do call out all of your teams.
All
That's
colors of the
bullshit.
rainbow.
That's
Mark got a team for every color of the rainbow.
That's that bullshit. So what happened with Tampa Bay?
I can't
And the
remember.
old man.
I can't remember. They played.
He too much of a Brady hater to talk about anything positive that they do.
Yeah, because he was like,
you know what he is. He is what Skip Bayless is to Aaron Rodgers. That's what he is when it comes to Brady.
And then, I wasn't impressed. But
see, that's what I'm saying. I was impressed.
and then Baltimore and Buffalo, right? That game.
I thought it'd be way better than that.
Well, it was until
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
It was a really good game
First quarter,
until
3-3.
Lamar Jackson went down. Well, okay, I'm gonna tell. Okay, so let me.
You asked me what like they were all entertaining games. Don't get me wrong. I'm watching from start to finish.
So let me rephrase it. So
that one was a good game.
that game.
Yeah, that was.
You're
that was
watching it with more enticement if Lamar Jackson is still in it because you're still thinking that something he could maybe he could still possibly pull something off.
It was a bad game before he left.
But
actually the pick six was
No, that was the
that,
killer.
that was the killer right
That
there.
was the nail in the coffin. Because
Yeah, that was
you remember Buffalo just scores the touchdown on the screen pass and swing kickoff. Baltimore literally takes up whatever time that was in the third quarter at that time. They take the whole third quarter, get right there, and you throw that pick. And not only is it a pick, it takes it all the way back. And I'm gonna keep it buck. I've seen Lamar Jackson really take off. Did it look like he showed the best effort on chasing that man down? I've seen him run faster than that. But after that, then we saw next drive. Boom,
we've
he's
seen
out.
twice this year when offensive players run top speed what they can do if they really want to put in that effort.
So I'm just like, man. But I tell you one thing. Baltimore needs to do Baltimore needs to do what Buffalo did this past offseason.
What's that?
Get you a number one receiver.
Oh yeah, they talked about
Get a number one receiver
because
they've
Get them a
been
Diggs.
they've been
Get him a
needing
Diggs,
that.
get him an Adam.
Go get Allen Robinson, and then there's another guy out there too. I forget his name. Galladay from Detroit.
Oh, Galladay.
Or get both of them if you can.
Yeah, because
but
Hollywood Florida Brown is not cutting it.
don't even call him Hollywood. You have to do something to be worthy of a nickname. That nickname was given to you. I got you. It was given to you in high school. Was what you was doing. In college, what you was doing. But you ain't doing nothing Hollywood worthy in the NFL.
Hollywood Florida. That's why people have to understand. like this nickname thing is because he's from Florida.
I know.
Hollywood, Florida. It's not because he's
know.
big time.
No.
You understand? You guys have to understand what Hollywood, Florida is. Put it in the same case that you put all of the rest of Florida. The face eaters and missing teeth people.
But he played worthy of a nickname in college and in high school. He played worthy of it. He made Hollywood type plays.
Yeah,
you haven't made made no Hollywood type plays in the NFL. Get out of here. And
what was that thing called? Salt? What was that thing? Something salt?
Until he makes real consistent plays in the NFL. Marquise Brown is his name. Don't call him no Hollywood Brown. None of that.
Good thing.
I didn't have much more on that. But yeah, like.
Sure.
Okay. But okay, so
It's in the freezer.
okay. So Jackson's out concussed, right? And that played a factor. And not for nothing, I thought he came back for a second.
They look so similar. But yo, not for nothing though.
Yeah, right?
Not for nothing
I
though.
thought he came back. I was like, is that a 2 or 8? Yeah, I didn't have my glasses on and shit.
Not for nothing though. Huntley, because I've seen him play in Utah. Huntley had that 4th down throw that he had Brown. He had Brown smoking wide open, naked open. That Roberts is number 3.
No. I was thinking of Huntley. I thought it was the cat from Green Bay.
Oh nah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know which one.
Because I know he left. He
Brett Huntley.
And he light skinned. So when I was like Huntley, I'm like, what happened to Huntley? Like he looking a little dark skinned there.
Yeah,
you know? And I was like, oh, that's not the same dude.
Yeah, that's Tyler from Utah. Actually, he's from down here too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's from down here too. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
He had to hit that pass though.
Yo, he had
He didn't put no air. He didn't put no air on
No,
it.
he had air
In the freezer, in the garage.
The deep freezer?
No,
Or the regular freezer?
Regular freezer.
Okay.
It's in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, he had air on it. He just overthrew it. He
didn't have enough
and,
air.
and what's it called?
He got too excited.
And what's it called? Josh Allen too. A lot of his throws too. He had some guys open. He just missed them. That game was just. I mean, it was efficient for the Bills because they barely ran the ball. Barely ran the ball. They literally put the game in Josh Allen's hand and he delivered. He got it done. But you know, Baltimore does Lamar Jackson the service because they're predictable. It's the same thing when it comes to watching Pittsburgh and some of these other teams, bro. Like me as a fan, even though I play football, at the end of the day I'm a fan. I should be able to sit here, watching here, just looking at down situation and the formation that you come out and know exactly what you're about to do. If I can do that, the fuck you think that defense is doing? And then we got kicked.
But
Granted, the win was a factor, but Justin Tucker missing field goals, I already knew it was over.
Yeah.
I knew. I'm like, yo, Justin Tucker's missing field goals? Nah,
what's going on here?
This is done. This is done if he's missing field goals. This nigga.
You gotta fold it back. You gotta fold the top back.
What?
You gotta fold the
I
top.
didn't feel comfortable with what you say.
No, it's funny. Right? With the Bills, like I only know one Bill fan, and that's Lou. Right?
Oh, shit.
And it's like the Bills do well. Like I'm happy for him. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm even happy for the team. I'm just happy for him. Like word, the Bills won. Word, Lou's happy.
Smashing the Bills.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's some shit like that. So it's like all right, Bills are playing next week.
No mercy.
I'm like the Bills are playing next week. I'm like, you know what? I'm happy for Lou. I probably want to watch that game with Lou because that probably be the last game they're gonna play. But if they win,
he's always working that day.
I don't know about that.
He always works on Sunday. We've been trying.
I don't know about that. I don't know about if it'll be the last game.
And you know why you don't know about that? Is because the same way that Baltimore had an ailment with their quarterback, so did Kansas City. And you know what? Both quarterbacks end up leaving the game with a concussion. And I'm going to tell you, when Chad Henne went into that game, I ain't going to lie. When Chad Henne went into that game, I had a hard time to continue rooting for Kansas City. Like, I don't know what happened.
We know why you had a hard time rooting for Kansas City after that. We know.
Like, it was just something about Chad Henne getting a championship and being successful. Like, it just kind of just rubbed me the wrong way.
you know.
One of these days, he's got to get this hatred out of his heart, dude. It's
I'm a
good
fan,
for,
B.
It's not good for him.
What am I supposed to
B,
do?
He's hating on a dude who hasn't played for that franchise in half a decade.
I didn't even know he was still in the league, to be honest with you.
He sealed the game.
I didn't even know he was still in the
He
league.
got some serious hatred in his heart. Like, this ain't healthy. This is the type of shit that kills you. Like, come on, son. Like, this is not good for yourself. This is not good for your soul, B. You're killing yourself right now, son. All this hatred for no reason. I say Reggie Miller and your face gets disgusted. Exactly. You just twitched. Just because I said Reggie Miller. Exactly. 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 Like, come on, man. Trust me. Trust me. Motherfuck Tom Brady, but nigga, I gotta respect greatness. Because even though year after year he was ripping my Steelers' heart out, like, damn, you know, it's the fucking GOAT. Jesus. Hating on a damn quarterback who haven't done shit. He's just a journeyman now. Like, kudos to him for still being in the league.
I didn't even know he was still in the league.
He's in the league.
Still collecting checks. How can you hate a man still out here collecting checks, still finding ways to feed his family? You got issues. You know what? Yeah. You're gonna have to go talk to the lady, man. You need help. You need prayer.
Talk to what lady?
The therapist. Oh, psychiatrist. You need help. You need help.
Look, you see? I'm just saying. Young. Lift it up, and pull. Up and pull.
Hit your blunt.
Listen, man, let me put my shit out there like that, alright? And it's not a blunt, by the way.
Hit it.
Yelled at by, got the power. Get yelled at by a 25-year-old and shit. Ain't that a bitch?
That happens.
It does. But he's still saying that. Shit.
So the matches are kind of so. Let's get the matches. So Mahomes ended up going out with an injury. He ended up being concussed. Chad Henne came like so. Let me ask you.
The Browns play good though. The Browns they play decent.
They listen. They did, but at the end of the day, like Kansas City went in there and they were like,
Cleveland, this is for you.
like
you know what?
Yo,
they played decent.
They did.
They played decent.
Cleveland, listen, the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns have both put up respectable seasons. At the end of the season, regardless of what happens, they will be respected in this league next year.
Yeah, like next year, when
even though it's gonna be can you do it again?
The difference is gonna be next year when Cleveland comes in to your, you know, when you play in Cleveland, you ain't gonna be thinking same old Cleveland. Like you're not gonna be thinking that. You're gonna give them your best game.
Hey,
and I don't know if they could deal with that.
Real question is though, what did you immediately say when the Chiefs snapped that ball on that fourth down? I'll take
game over.
No.
Like,
No. When they stood there, I was like, okay, they're about to just draw them offside. When they snapped it, I kid you not, I'm watching the game.
No,
I said, oh shit, fuck.
No, you know what I
He
said?
snapped it with Chad Henne on the fourth down.
No,
Fuck.
no, you know what I said? I said, oh shit, they throwing it? That's what I said.
I said, oh shit, fuck.
My reaction. My first reaction was like, oh shit, they throwing
They
it?
said hike, and I saw movement. I said, oh shit, fuck.
So I was wait, what?
I was like,
wait, what?
I can't believe they threw it.
Yeah, it's like,
I was like,
listen,
what?
if anybody
I thought
ever,
his quarterback sneak.
if anybody ever says Andy Reid does not have balls, you should be slapped in the face. That nigga went for it on fourth down with a backup quarterback. Exactly, with Chad Henne. And threw it.
So the next time
He threw it.
So the next time he scored in the fourth quarter, or you're wondering why he does certain things, like he does this. That's just how he plays.
Did he trust Henne or did he trust Hill?
He trusted himself.
He trusted himself.
He trusted Eric Bieniemy.
There you go.
And his coaching tree.
Boom.
I know you want to get into that.
Coaching. We went off on that on Friday. We went off on that.
But listen, all jabs are not thrown lightly. Okay, I don't throw pawn jabs. Like these are real. These are those Kodo jabs. They have snap to it. Okay, trying to break your defense.
Shit.
So
shit.
So Patrick Mahomes is gonna go through the concussion protocol. We're gonna see if he plays
dicey.
next week.
That shit is dicey, bro.
Yeah,
Because
man.
them concussions,
Yeah.
them concussions, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
think you're good and everything. All of a sudden, it's still not. Hopefully, God knock wood. Because I cannot watch an AFC Championship game like
Chad
this. And
fucking Henne.
Without Chad Henne.
huh? I can watch it in the AFC Championship game without Chad.
Yeah, without Chad.
No, I'm
Henne.
saying.
That's what I'm saying.
No, he said without. He said without. I mean, he said with Chad. I was like, huh?
No, without.
I can't watch a championship.
I can't.
If Chad
It
Henne's
will
in that,
ruin it.
it's gonna ruin.
It's gonna ruin.
Like,
They're gonna lose because they don't have Mahomes.
See, this goes
And
beyond.
then Bills are like, that's like that. Oh, you got a Super Bowl because Mahomes didn't play.
Exactly.
That shit will be on.
Because
asterisk.
I'm trying to
That shit will
see.
be an asterisk like a
nigga,
motherfucker.
nigga, these 2 games
And
next
then you be
week,
like, yo, we played who's on the field.
Bro.
Basically,
You know what I'm saying? That's that no.
When I tell you, these 2 games next Sunday have a chance to be fireworks. I'm talking all 4 teams might hit 30.
ooh, ooh.
Think about it.
Oh!
Yo, we had to ring the alarm for that
Think
one.
about it, B. All these teams have good offenses who can take advantage of your defense.
Ooh.
And all these defenses are, defenses that can be had. And, like...
I don't like being at. Sorry, I don't like being at home and wearing the weird jerseys, man. I really don't like that shit.
Yeah, that shit is whack. I don't know who came up with this shit.
But I think that's only because it's their. They make a white version of it. Like, I'm sorry, make
make a white version of it.
Like, I don't like being at. Like, yo, I'm sorry.
You know
like,
what's funny?
Yo.
You know it's funny for you to bring that up, right? Because when I
It'd
came
be so
in,
annoying.
Gordon did a nice reverse.
And you saying white and
I
orange?
was like, who's that on the Knicks? I was like, who's that? I want to know who that dude is. I was so impressed. I was like, yo, who's that
And
dude?
on top of that, not to mention
Then I was
the
like,
Magic shit,
oh,
they
man,
got that orange. The Magic shit,
when
they
did
got the
Orlando
orange.
get-
Orange.
When
When
did
did Orlando have
Orlando
orange?
get
bugging.
Orange.
I saw
was
that shit.
bugging.
I saw that shit the last game
was
they played.
bugging. I
I'm
was
like, when
like,
the fuck would they get
When did you niggas have orange?
And then when they go on the other side, I see the black judge. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah. Like,
I was like,
they need to come.
yo,
they need-
I was like, that's not Knox. I was like, because Knox don't have.
That's not Obi
that,
Toppins.
Because they're all rough. Like Gordon was like, like smooth with hops. I was like, yo, who they got?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Yeah.
I forgot where
You know,
sorry.
I was
I'm
so
watching
talking
that shit. And I've been
No,
ticking.
trust me, I'm
I've
back
been
and forth
ticking.
too.
I've been ticking this whole entire
too.
time. And then, like, I didn't even open my beer yet. Hold on.
Now, like I was saying, bro, I think all 4 teams could get 30 next Sunday.
I think you might have to freaking win.
Because think about none of them really have defenses that like, oh my god, they can stop me from getting 30. And all these teams have offense that like they will pick you apart.
And
I definitely think Kansas City, Buffalo, that shit is gonna be first to 30 wins.
So let's actually take a look. I look at this because we're gonna have
First to really make a defensive play in that game.
We're gonna have Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers on that. Oh man, I can't wait for Aaron Rodgers to go to another Super Bowl.
Rodgers, please.
For real.
Rodgers, please.
For real.
Please.
For real.
I'm sorry, Aaron. I'm sorry. I actually believe that the Rams defense was gonna hold you down. I am sorry, sir.
That's
I
my
want to
quarterback.
That was the weakest
apologize.
game for me.
That's
That
my
was the
quarterback.
weakest.
That's the
that was
quarterback.
close.
That game
That was close. That was close. But I didn't know I didn't know fucking Cooper Kupp was all of a sudden not gonna fucking play, and then all of a sudden Donald. You see, that's that's why that team is so Jekyll and Hyde.
Yes, because he barely played. He barely played or something.
He played, but like after a while, like it was too much. He played like I think they said 54% of the snaps or whatever, so not a lot. But it's like that's what I'm saying with that team. If they're not on, they can be taken apart. The Rams, and they attacked them at their strength. They got them. They got at him right with the D line. They got at him right with the run game. Right at him.
That one game was ridiculous.
So
They were gashing them.
fourth
Gashing
quarter.
them.
11
That's what I'm
minutes
saying.
to
I don't
go.
think they could do that in
Knicks up by
Tampa.
9.
They're not gonna run on Tampa like that.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They gonna try.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Kamara had 90 yards rushing, and that's only because Peyton didn't feed him the ball enough. Only 18 times. So he's still 8, and Packers have 3 dudes that they can give that ball to. The Saints only had 1. If you think about it, Murray's good, but what I say is I like Green Bay's like core from running backs more than I like the Saints.
Was the Sean McCoy activated for last game?
You know what it is?
I don't even know. I don't think so because all I saw was Ronald Jones and
Jones is back.
And Fournette playing.
They still got him in the bag somewhere. Just remember that.
Listen,
they still got shitty in the bag somewhere.
I trust Tampa's D better
than the Rams.
That's why I be wanting Burger King sometimes. I don't even know where to fucking find one anymore.
Burger King?
I think on sample.
That's too far.
Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, for me, sample's too far for me, B. You're close to the
sample. If you're thinking about fast food, you're not trying to go no more than 5 minutes away.
I got a McDonald's that I'm tired of right here. Yeah. And I got a Wendy's that I'm tired of right here. Like, actually, I'm not really tired of it.
You probably have to get the commercial.
Oh, there is
commercial. I think there's a Burger King right there. Right there where Popeyes and the Checkers is.
Yeah, there is.
There's one right there in by Bruce Run. Is that too far?
No.
Is it? Oh yeah, right next to it. Right next to it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts, GameStop.
With a DMV plate thing is that where the tag place is at. KJ, how are you so familiar with this area?
I used to live here.
Oh.
I was like he right with us.
No, because I didn't realize like every time someone's like, I'm like, he know this area better than I. Like, granted, my memory is shot for shit. Like, you understand? Like, I half the reason why I didn't know anywhere I went because for the first 10 years I didn't go anywhere in Florida during the day unless it was work. So so when I used to go to places like during the daytime, I used to be like, oh shit, like look at this place, like oh my god, has this always been like is this where we've been coming? Like, have you ever been downtown during the daytime? Like, holy shit, it don't even feel the same. But, yeah,
you can see it from over there, right?
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that from over there.
Boil tropical. That's what's popping in my house today.
Listen, you got the app. Like, go get the app. Order that shit because the app give you free food. Sometimes, yeah. Order that shit on the app and then go sit in your fucking car and have them bring that shit out. Yo, I am such a curbside person now. Like, for like a chicken sandwich and a small fry, but like
I don't give a fuck.
Curbside. Because also, you know what?
For one, I'm beating lines.
That too.
That's one. Cause bro, wild shit, right? There's a Publix right by McDonald's, right by my house, right? So
and right behind here too.
Right. So one time I'm coming in, knowing I'm hungry, and I was gonna go to McDonald's. I was like, oh well, the line not crazy. Let me walk inside and get the couple things from Publix that I need. Like 5-10 minutes. I come back outside, but that line all the way. I'm like, yo. I turned back around, went right inside to order me a chicken tender sub. I said, fuck that shit.
Ooh.
Fuck that shit.
I like to make it a wrap. Get a chicken tender wrap.
It's a Rizap.
Especially when I call myself eating healthy, because I get the spinach wrap and I stuff that bitch with spinach. Put a little bit of honey mustard in there, a little bit of ranch, a little bit of hot sauce.
I know you hungry. You hungry, right? Because you've been talking about food for a minute, so I know you hungry.
We're talking.
You gotta eat.
No, man, I'm hungry yet. We're just talking. Listen,
I woke up and came here, so you know.
Listen. I probably be hungry by the time this Knicks game go because I'm not leaving the crib until this Knicks game is done. No, I'm gonna go back on deliveries, but I'm not leaving the crib until it's done.
Facts.
Come back.
So those are the games, and we'll do the rest of and we'll do like our predictions and all that stuff on Wednesday, right? But let's talk about actually. You know what? It's only because I didn't set up the. Wait, did I? I didn't. No, I did not set it up for this. You got something for us? Do you want to get into?
Remember that thing that I sent you the other day?
Maybe not. I don't know. Memory shot. I said it already today on the podcast. That we don't have enough time for that. But
when you liked it, I was like, okay, I know one of these days we gonna bring that up.
Like that. We may have to wait for a slow day even for that one. or when the season ends or something. Over. Yeah.
Because this might take up the whole show.
Or like that's good.
This might take up a good hour.
That's a 3-hour show special for Fully Facts, and I'm not trying to do 3 hours today.
Shit, we did what? An hour and a half?
We almost had about an hour and a half. I'm gonna cut this at 2 officially, and then because I have to make sure I have reserved time for tomorrow for that podcast, and also leave it in a window where I don't take up any space for Wednesday's podcast. Like, listen, I'm trying to fandangle the fuck out of these numbers, okay? Listen, I was an accountant by trade, okay? Gotta make these numbers look good, just enough to not get arrested. All right,
amen.
So 9 games today, people. 9 games today.
Love it.
Yo, talking about like this is when I realized that I was like, yo, today's MLK Day, and then I was like, yo, the Knicks got the first game too. I could watch this game and then go work the rest of the day and have this on the because I know the NBA app is gonna have this for free too. Like on MLK Day, this is one of those days that they do this. Where's the foul at? You know they get right now. They get no respect. They get no respect for drawing fouls right now. None whatsoever.
I've seen Julius Randle get hacked as if he was Shaq down there. And I was no call.
But also the reputation of Mitchell Robinson of being somebody that fouls a lot follows him. And he gets the most ticky-tack fucking fouls. Like that's going to show you sometimes how your reputation is. They're just trying to make your reputation what you are. They really do. Okay, guys. So let's see if I can get this schedule up for you guys, because we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do our picks. 3, 2, 1. Right? You know, like the 10 Crack Commandments kind of picks. Right? Where you're going to pick the game that you have the most... I mean, obviously we can't pick this next game. But the game that you have the most confidence in, you're going to give that a 3. The one that you have the least confidence... second most confidence, a 2. The one you have the most confidence in, a 1. We can talk a little bit about that game. But that's basically where I'm kind of going with this. So, first game right now is Orlando versus the Knicks. I told you that one's already off the table. At 2:30 on NBA TV, we'll be switching over to Minnesota versus Atlanta. At 3, we'll have Detroit versus Miami.
They just switched that to 8 o'clock.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Did they switch it?
Yeah, they just switched it to 8 o'clock.
Oh, shit. Detroit versus Miami?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now on my phone.
What? What the hell happened? I see it too. Okay, so there goes on the TV.
No explanation. NBA announces they changed the start time of Monday's game from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right.
There you go. No, I see it right here. Hey, there goes the schedule in front of you guys. If you want to look at the TV as well.
Where we at?
So they go to games.
So in Atlanta, San Antonio,
and trust
Portland.
me, so we're kind of doing this on the fly, right? We didn't come in this prepared, but this is also kind of the format that we're going to be doing the football in. We're going to have this game in. There's only gonna be, so we can have overlapping games too, like because we could all be confident that somebody is definitely gonna get their ass bust. You know what I mean? And that one will definitely get a 3. So that you know, we may be picking some blowout games, as a 3. They're the closest. So that's kind of where this at. So listen, I'm looking at this. I'm with you guys. So and that's the reason why I'm just trying to make sure there's no dead air and get this out to the people. So. You said the Detroit and Miami game, that is no longer at 3. So let me look at what we have here. So Minnesota and Atlanta is going to be on NBA TV. That's at 2:30. San Antonio and Portland is going to be at 3. That's not going to be a televised game. So you're going to have to find unique ways to watch that game if you guys want.
Shout out League Pass.
Phoenix and Memphis is going to play at 5, and that's going to be on TNT. And Milwaukee and Brooklyn is at 7:30.
Ja Morant, Devin Booker.
Is Ja Morant?
Ja Morant is back.
Okay. There we go. Answer my question. Then we have Milwaukee and Brooklyn playing on TNT. Is
Kyrie is not playing?
Okay, that answers that question.
He said he's not playing. He's not playing as he continues to ramp up his condition.
Wait, what? Shut the fuck up. Wait, what?
Kyrie is not playing as he continues to ramp up his conditioning. That's why he's not playing. Your man's.
My man's? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Your man's.
Thank God that's a BK headache.
Yeah, how's it like a 3.8?
My goodness, man. Last I checked, a way you can also get your conditioning up is actually
playing
the
game.
Actually being in the building.
Because the only way to prepare to be in game shape is to play the game.
All right, so next is also at 7:30. You
Play to win the game.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry.
You play to win the game. Hello?
Y'all look like the Knicks are going to do that right now.
Watch
You shut your
mouth.
face.
Why you gotta speak that negativity up in here, man?
It ain't negativity.
Come on, man. Jesus.
I'm looking at it.
If only we could mute him right now.
No, it's okay.
What? Oh, Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Just made a quick comment. I'm ordering food. I don't know what happened.
Listen,
what did I say?
You ain't say
You don't even know what you said.
Like, you ain't say nothing wrong, but you offended everybody. You know?
I'm just talking facts,
Out here
man.
speaking negativity up in the air. Like, come
You
on.
just don't do what's going on. I think I was, so I guess I was right for saying to keep this here today. I didn't even realize I was gonna need it.
Hey, man, you never know when you gotta shoot it up.
So there's also Dallas and Toronto. Playing at 7:30 at 8 o'clock. And Dallas and Toronto untelevised. Detroit's playing Miami at 8 o'clock untelevised. Houston's playing Chicago untelevised. And then Golden State's playing the LA Lakers on TNT at 10. I'm going to tell you right now, I think I have a couple of games that I'm leaning towards. Leaning towards that Dallas game.
For sure, that was definitely what I'm looking at.
I'm leaning towards that Miami game.
Yeah, that one too.
And
how many are we picking?
Now this is where it's fucked up, because normally I would have picked the Knicks, right? Knicks would have been one of my picks. It's three of them. One you're gonna give 3 points. One you're gonna give 2 points. One you're gonna give 1 point. And you know what? I'm gonna put my heart on my sleeve on this one, and I'm gonna go Brooklyn. Okay, now I just gotta figure out who I'm giving those points to. Now, good, I could get no points anyway. You know what I mean? Because your team loses. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm looking at a couple of more of these games. Damn. These are
so 3 least confident, 1 most confident.
3's your most confident.
Oh, 3's most confident.
Because 3, whoever you're picking is your 3 is who you want to get the most points for. Anybody want to go first? Or you guys want me to go first?
You go first, just so I can sit down.
I got this. Okay. So, with my 3-point pick, you know what I mean? So basically, because you know, here on the podcast, we don't do anything 100. We do that shit.
I am Mark 250. I am Mark 250. I am Mark 250.
That shit low as fuck.
It is. We do that shit 350. Okay, I see why. that would, because it's in a different bed with different settings. But we do that shit 350. And so with my so with my 3 pick, I am going to go Dallas, Toronto. The Toronto Raptors have been kind of struggling. I don't know if they've gotten used to playing in Florida. Maybe they have. Maybe they haven't. I don't know what's going on with Toronto, but I know Dallas cooks. I think Dallas cooks. I don't have their
6-6. Little inconsistent.
That could be inconsistent, but but one thing I can guarantee that Luka's probably gonna put up a triple double today. He's on TV. I think Luka's gonna put up a triple double. I don't trust Toronto for shit. I never do. I never have. I never will. Like so that could probably play a big part in it. So my 3 pick, I'm definitely gonna go Dallas over Toronto. With my 2 pick, and I must really have faith in them to even pick them, period, for anything whatsoever. See, I'm not as petty as you guys think I am.
No, nigga, you're petty. Shut the hell up. The Heat are an exception because of Jimmy Butler. That's the only reason. You're not slick.
What?
You're not slick.
Then that means I would have given him an exception during the Dwayne Wade era. I have lots of respect for Dwayne Wade.
You're not slick. You're petty as hell. All right, Tom Brady. Tampa Bay.
Stop attacking me with your words.
Yeah. Chad Henne. Ryan Tannehill. Adam Gaze. Yeah.
What are you trying to do to me?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Words hurt, okay?
Yeah.
Words hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Reggie Miller.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. Paul Pierce.
Why?
Yeah. We know you're
That's
petty.
why.
We know you're petty. Yeah. Cowboys.
No, man.
They irk me too, so.
I didn't do nothing to you.
What
I do to you? I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah. Sorry you guys had to witness that. I'm sorry a lot of you have a bad taste in your mouth. Like, oh shit, we just had Chill Will join the podcast. What's going on, Chill Will? I officially see, I don't know how long you've been here, but I do officially see you popping up in the podcast. All right, with my 2 pick.
LeBron. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. You see? Petty as hell. Petty as hell.
Yo, I have much respect for what he does in the community. I really do. And how he has helped with player empowerment. I really do. But I guess
Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is so funny because but when you empower a guy like Kyrie Irving and he does this kind of bullshit, fuck that. Like let's nah, man. Because that's
Petty.
The whole
Petty.
that whole line of people he just said. Fuck all of them.
Petty. It's petty. Pettiness.
But I do believe that the Miami Heat are going to beat the Detroit Pistons. I don't even know what the Detroit Pistons record is.
They suck too.
And I'm looking what the NBA did here. That's probably why they're not getting televised for shit, right? Because I'm like
3-9 versus 4-7.
This is Blake Griffin's new team, right?
Yeah.
Who else they have on that team?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, Derrick Rose is there. Somebody save Derrick Rose, please.
Yeah, he is there.
Save Derrick Rose.
You know it's funny.
It's a shame.
Save Derrick Rose.
What probably should have happened was that Tim should have got Derrick Rose back. And nobody would have blinked an eye. Nobody would have blinked an eye. And that'll be his second go-round, not only with Tom Thibodeau, but also with the New York Knicks, ironically. Because one day we are going to play the game of, did this star play in New York? Because you will be surprised.
No, they have
who he played for.
Yeah. Try to get that shit wrong all the time.
Yeah, the only other thing in Detroit, they got that French point guard that they drafted, the Killian Hayes. They took Jeremy Grant from the Nuggets.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, And then, with my number 1, right? My 1-pointer. So let me make sure I get this down. Shit. MyT. Okay. So.
Let's go, Julius. Give me these 2.
God damn it. Some good pen.
Give me that.
Okay. So that's MyT. All right. So I'm gonna take Brooklyn over Milwaukee for my 1-pointer. And like I said, this is when you know this is me when you play with my heart because I want to see what Brooklyn got. Like this is a show me kind of pick in my head. You know what I mean? Like
good game 1.
Yo,
Harden came in there. Woo, 14 down. Woo. 34.
So,
KD
let's
42.
talk about it. Let's talk.
Nah, we're gonna get a Pixon first.
The first
get a
play-
Pixon first.
Let's talk about
well,
it.
part of that. Well, listen.
Then again, you're playing Orlando Magic.
If you have them in your picks, then work it in your picks because that's how I'm going to do it right now. Because the fact that they are the first that James Harden became the first player in Brooklyn Nets history to start off their go with that team with a triple-double, but that also bigging up to the fact that it's only the 7th time that's happened in NBA history. But ironically, it's the second time it's happened this year already. Because his former teammate did that shit. And and talk about that. This is the second time that James Harden is playing with a former teammate from Oklahoma City. Like there's a lot of
back years.
Yeah, like there's a lot of odd shit being going on there. But I want to see Brooklyn against Milwaukee. I want to see Kevin Durant against Giannis. Like and I want to see how this game goes, because this is going to be
Milwaukee got a big week, fam. They got Brooklyn tonight, Lakers on Thursday. Woo, big week for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Brooklyn
big week for Milwaukee.
You gotta show us that you are for real kind of shit, and this is gonna be one of those first tests to see if you are truly a powerhouse in the East,
or if you're a fraud.
Big up.
All right, which one you would like to go second?
I'll take it. Cause Mark out here ordering food, so for the babies and the wife and whatnot.
You know,
family things. Salute you, brethren. Big up the family there. Big up the family man there.
Big up.
And the crazy shit, I'm doing it without my glasses.
Oh Lord. You want me to read this shit? Oh no, hell no, can't do that.
Yo,
it's called being recorded for quality assurance purposes.
No, I know. So we already warned you. We can't be an enabler. Where your glasses at, B?
That is true. Terry, we on his ass. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yo, Terry's like, he got like 12 pairs at home. I'm gonna give you one to keep at your crib. I was like, do that shit. Lady. I will keep one here. Like, don't, I'll keep one here right on that table.
I love that lady.
Don't play with me.
She's like my mom as well too, sir.
I'm sorry, KJ. Go ahead with your picks.
Jesus, I remember last Sunday, I'm like, Jesus, this is my mother I'm talking to right now. She's on my ass. but no, my three, I'm gonna do that same pick, the first one, the Mavericks, the Raptors, mainly because, obviously Toronto. I don't know.
Back?
Yeah, Porzingis is back. Toronto, I don't know what they have going on. They trying to get it together, because I feel like injuries and COVID probably the reason as to why their record looks like that. The Mavericks, I'm really doing this game because the Mavericks just got their asses handed to them by Chicago last night, 117-101 at home. No. Big rebound game. Definitely taking the Mavericks on that. Might even play some bets on that. They got Toronto favored by 5. Hell no. Might have to see the bookie about that shit today. Yeah, so that's my 3.
So what was your 3?
Wait, what? What was your 3? I had Dallas, Toronto.
Yeah, that's my 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's your 3. Okay, my bad. Gotcha. I know where we at. Your 3-pointer. Your 3-pointer.
Yeah, my 3-point pick.
I was like, that's your 3. That's why I was like, that's my 3 picks. I'm like, what?
No, that's my 3 pick. Like
Gotcha.
My 2. Shoot, I'm gonna just do the games that people care about. My 2. Let me go with the Lakers.
He's such
tonight.
a people person. Like, he's such a people person. Like, look. He's such a televised people person. He really is.
When I want to be.
Like,
because I could sit
for them.
Because I could
guys like that.
Because I could sit here and say Spurs Trailblazers, but CJ just got hurt, so that just took interest away from that.
He was balling, man.
Giving niggas buckets. Suns Grizzlies. I'm tempted to pick the Grizzlies. Ja Morant's back.
Woo.
Phoenix plays down to competition. They're still working their shit out. So, could go there. But let me just go Warriors Lakers. I'll take the Lakers tonight. You know, with that light skinned point guard, anything is possible. Anything is possible with that motherfucker. Especially because I don't know who's guarding him in LA. I don't know.
Well, LeBron James has been playing point guard for the Lakers lately.
So you telling me LeBron at age 36 is gonna stay in front of Steph Curry, run around screens all like that all game long?
Yeah.
He's been playing point guard
in
lately.
January.
Yeah.
Who's that other guy they have started?
Okay.
They'll have Caldwell Pope guarding him.
Yep.
That's what they probably end up doing. But he's been playing point guard. So they'll have Caldwell Pope probably follow him around. God damn!
Damn.
The New York Knicks are down currently right now.
Wait. Hold that thought.
81. 280 with with Julius Randle on.
Look, I can see you. Okay?
Because you took that energy into that.
I can see you.
We're blaming him.
I know you're coming over here. Like, I see it coming. Like,
Yo, because this is all your fault,
it's
B.
tied up. That's what I'm
is
saying.
all.
You spoke the bad juju.
I'm saying it's tied up.
You spoke the bad juju.
Yo, you really did. You're good, KJ. You're good. Like, you're good. I just had to put one in the chamber.
You spoke the bad juju, man.
You really did. Like you.
No, you started talking about their uniform and then they started losing. I mean, you know, the comeback.
Like, what's your one pick, KJ?
My one pick. Let me take.
There you go. Let's go.
Let me take Milwaukee.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's that boat. See?
Let me pick Milwaukee tonight.
You take Milwaukee.
Okay, so you're gonna take the Milwaukee and Brooklyn game, but you're going with Milwaukee.
Yes.
Of course.
I mean, it's not like a hate thing. This is their first test. This is their first true test against a team that's been like doing this shit for a few years now.
Okay. See where we at.
And Mark,
I don't like the fact that fucking MVP out here going 1 for 10 from the damn free throw line.
Is that really? Really? You gonna post it up like that?
listen, they can't see that. Listen, I just want to make sure you can see, B. Listen.
Hey, good producer.
I'm trying here, B.
That nigga Giannis really went 1 for 10 from the free throw line. My superstar can't do that, B. Shaq won't even do that.
Yeah, Shaq
wouldn't even do that.
Listen, Shaq at least get you. Listen, Shaq at least get you
4.
Shaq at least get you 50%.
4, 10,
Atlanta.
You going Atlanta?
Yeah.
So the first game is Minnesota. Listen, that was supposed to be a star-studded game. Again, our hearts go out to fucking to Karl Anthony Towns.
Yes,
the shit that he's going through, like fuck, B.
It's probably bad enough that you have 7, 8 family members who died, and then you catch the shit yourself. What are you thinking
like
right
we,
now?
Like we with you, man, because that's tough.
Yeah, but I think
hope he pulled through.
Yes, we're with you. I hope we get a chip. Like I'm rooting for you all the way now. Like I am gonna have to be like a full blown Karl Anthony Towns fan. Like I am rooting for all of his success. You said you're picking Atlanta in that one?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought about that.
Young gonna get it in. He just he don't look like that dude, but he that dude.
They have a squad. They just had to put it together. They have a squad in there.
I like that coach. I like that coach too.
Who's their coach?
I had his fucking name too. I said it.
You don't like the coach. You don't even know the coach name.
I can't remember the name of their coach either.
I can't either.
I got the brother's name.
Who the fuck is their coach? Okay,
Lloyd Pierce.
Let's not dwell on the coach too much. But
I'm gonna do.
Who's your second pick? I got you.
Do Melo over San Antonio.
Okay. I mean, and that actually is interesting.
Rudy Gay is balling too, by the way. But
San Antonio's playing good ball. Period.
yeah, they're playing.
So you going Portland?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Portland though on this one. I know CJ ain't playing, but
Popovich effect.
I think my boy Trent Jr. is gonna be alright.
But also, you know what? With 56 seconds left, the New York Knicks with a 2-point lead, 83 to 81 over the Orlando Magic.
Yes, sir.
Another low-scoring game, as you can definitely tell that defense is playing a role here.
Some 1990 shit.
This is a good game for Melo.
So I get one more, right?
Wait, I know. I'm just gonna I'm gonna pontificate here a little bit on this Portland San Antonio game. I like that game too because with CJ McCullough out, this is just a good game for Melo to be able to get opportunity to ball out. But you know, like he don't get a lot of game to fully bust his nut. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like there's a game like he's kind of reserved. He's playing his role.
He's playing his role to the playoffs.
This is one of those games where he could be like, oh, I can get up possibly 18 to 20 shots a game. This game, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like so this is one of those games that I'm interested to see because I know that Melo's role is possibly going to be heightened, and I want to see if Melo can step up to the plate and let shit go.
He played 30 minutes the other night, and due to the point that CJ got hurt in that game.
Yeah. So I like that pick. Next one. What you got? Last one.
Last one.
And then we're closing the show on this pick.
I'm going Houston over Chicago. I want to see what they do without. Now that Harden's not there, there's no There's no.
See,
there's
he don't even have the guts to pick his own team. Damn shame, America. Damn shame. Close the show on that
We
note.
talked about that. We already talked about Brooklyn. We talked about Brooklyn. I'm just, I'm expanding. You know what I'm saying? I want to see
excuses.
Well, my boy
excuses.
left. My boy left from there. My boy left. Harden was like,
it's
fuck
all
you,
excuses.
whatever. I'm bouncing.
It's all excuses.
So I wanna see
he's
what-
scared. He's
what
scared.
ball talking.
He's scared to make the pick. Pick the Nets.
Bonus pick. Yes, Brooklyn all day, every day. That's without a doubt. Y'all better hope you win this one.
So your zero
Alright?
pick. He has a zero pick.
He's a zero pick.
No,
I had to make him a pick.
No.
No point pick.
I had to make him a pick.
He down with MPPs.
Yeah, you know me.
I just want to see what they do without Harden. I think they're gonna. You know what I'm saying? I think
good.
Silas, because I feel bad for Silas. He getting a bad rap. And
This is actually the best scenario for him.
Yeah.
Now.
Basically.
One thing we got to do a big up on, and this will kind of go in insight with MLK, because they talk about Bruce Arians a lot. Big up. I just found out this morning that dude has 4 black assistants on his coaching staff. Leftwich, Bowles, the special teams coach, and the assistant head coach, all African Americans. Only team in the league with that type of stuff. Bruce Arians, you alright with me?
Bruce Arians, you alright with everybody after that shit.
My team.
In the show.
We're gonna end with that.
In the show.
And we're gonna end with that.
Sorry, B. I tried. Honest.
Lessons.
All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills. New, improved MyT Podcaster. Potting down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night. Tired, B. Tired. MyT!
From the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside. Let freedom ring from Henry When we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
My favorite holiday.
Good job, Knicks. No L's. No L today. No L. Couldn't lose after a game like yesterday. Couldn't